Earlier we introduced row echelon form, so today we're going to talk about reduced row echelon form and how that's slightly more specific. So a matrix is in row echelon form, as a reminder, if any empty rows are at the bottom of the matrix and leading coefficients in upper rows are to the left of leading coefficients in lower rows. So this has no zero row, so that's fine. And then we look at the leading coefficients. So here the leading coefficients are 6, 1, and 18. It's based on the fact that this is the first non-zero entry in this row. Here there's 0, then 1. Here there's 0, 0, 0, then 18. So that's what makes these the leading coefficients. And 6 is to the left of 1. 1 is to the left of 18. So that's all in row echelon form. Here we do have a 0 row, but because it's at the bottom, that's fine. And any leading coefficients, -4 and 6, -4 is to the left of 6, so that's fine as well. These were not in reduced row echelon form, though, because of two things that they don't satisfy. It was in row echelon form, but all leading coefficients in reduced row echelon form have to be equal to 1. Leading coefficients are also in otherwise empty columns. So here, what I mean by that is this needs to be 1, that needs to be 1 in order for it to be reduced row echelon form. Also, that 2 would need to be a 0 because it's also in the column of a leading coefficient. So this 2 is one reason why it's not in reduced row echelon form. So this would need to be a 0, this would need to be a 1 in order for it to be in reduced row echelon form. Same thing here. This 3 is fine, but these would need to change into 1s, and this would need to change into a 0. So here are two examples of matrices in reduced row echelon form. Here we have our leading coefficients. They go from left to right, so that's good. They're all 1, so that's all set, and each of them is in an otherwise empty column. The 2 and 3 are fine because neither of them are leading coefficients. Same thing here. We have 1 and 1 and an empty row at the bottom. That's fine. And they're in otherwise empty columns. So that's the difference between row echelon form and reduced row echelon form.